Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today I am giving you a quick update on our whiskey barrel that we designed again with ChatGPT. So this whiskey barrel is actually the life of our garden right now. It is absolutely thriving, and I am going to take you through from start to finish how we planted this up and what plants we used and why we chose them and how they're doing now. So let's get started. That's right, last winter I used ChatGPT to create a colorful whiskey barrel planting plan, and the result was spectacular. In fact, I loved it so much that I decided to try it again this summer just to see if it was a fluke. Well, spoiler alert, it was not. In fact, this summer's barrel turned out even more brilliant than the last. And if you'd like a free printable that lays out the exact plants I used for both my winter and summer barrels, you can grab them on my website, luckycatcreations.com. So by spring, my whiskey barrel was definitely in need of a refresh. I wanted something beautiful, low maintenance, and heat tolerant because, let's be honest, Arizona summers can be brutal. So I opened ChatGPT again and I asked it to help me plan something aesthetic but also practical for our desert heat. So for this summer barrel, here's exactly what I planted, where I placed everything, and why it worked so well together. When I planned this whiskey barrel, I followed the thriller, filler, spiller concept, where basically you're just choosing taller plants for the center, some mid-height fillers, and then trailing plants for the edges. It is one of my favorite combinations because every plant in here not only survives our Arizona heat, but it actually loves it. For my thrillers, I kept my Swiss chard for that bold height and color, and I added an umbrella plant in the very center. And this gives the whole barrel structure and a beautiful tropical feel. I love how the glossy green leaves catch the light, and it just adds that lush, upright texture that instantly draws your eye, which, fun fact, wasn't actually part of the ChatGPT plan. It was a gift from my neighbor. So if you're watching, thank you. It also surprisingly is tough, and as long as it gets morning sun and a little afternoon shade, it will thrive even in zone 9B. Now I tucked in some pink Angelonia kind of around and behind the umbrella plant there in the center, and these plants are a total summer workhorse. They love full sun, they bloom nonstop, and they bring in a lot of pollinators like the bees and butterflies. Then down here I have some Vincas in pale pink and white. And these are truly desert champions. They don't mind the heat, they bloom all season long, and they can handle dry spells like a pro. I always call them my set it and forget it flowers because they never disappoint me. For some bold, happy color, I added a couple of yellow zinnias, and these are classic summer flowers that are drought tolerant, bee friendly. They're perfectly suited for the full sun here in our Arizona heat, and I just feel like their cheerful blooms tie the whole design together. And I took a chance leaving this rainbow Swiss chard from last season, and surprisingly it survived the summer. I think it really helped having the shade of the umbrella plant and Angelonia to kind of protect it. And this Swiss chard actually, it just brings a deep green glossy texture, and I love the bright red stems, just makes everything else stop. It's a great ornamental and edible plant. And along the edges, I also kept the thyme and oregano from last season as well. And these trail so nicely over the rim. I feel like it helps soften the edges of the barrel, and it just adds a beautiful herbal fragrance. And so these two perennials are tough, and they're also drought resistant and handle our zone 9B summers like pros. I'm going to be honest, I did not think that they'd make it through the summer because those two usually struggle here, but this time I was wrong. I also want to mention that when I planted these, I refreshed the soil with a mix of raised garden bed soil, mushroom compost, and some garden tone fertilizer, which kept things nutrient rich. So what makes this combo work so well in our climate is balance. Everything here can take the heat, but they each add something different. height, color, texture, or scent. And because I mixed ornamentals with edibles, this barrel is not only beautiful, but also functional. It's what I like to call practical beauty for the desert garden. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever tried planting in a whiskey barrel and what worked for you in the heat. Alright guys, well that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're interested in planting a whiskey barrel like this for your own gardens, be sure to check out our website where we have the full plans available for you to download. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button and be sure to subscribe. I hope I'll see you again on the next one. Bye!